Karma of previous life. Karma is the accumulation of all our experiences and deeds since the birth of mankind, and since even before that time. This is called the karma of a previous existence. We can clearly see karma of previous existence through the activity or power of karma. This power can be correctly explained by understanding the working of the subconscious mind. Even things that human beings experienced hundreds of thousands of years ago remain in the depths of our minds, as do the much stronger influences of the deeds and mental attitudes of our ancestors. Thus, according to Buddhism, karma of previous includes the karma that our own life has produced through the repetition of birth, death, rebirth, death, and so on from the indefinite past to the present. Therefore, the Buddha taught, even though 100,000 kalpa pass, karma which is created does not perish. When cause and conditions come together, retribution or result is a must. In our daily actions, how can we possibly not be cautious and attentive, as if standing on the edge of a deep abyss, as if treading on thin ice? Karma is similar to a debt collector. There are many different strong and weak debt collectors. When we die, our consciousness will be taken by the strongest and greatest debt collector. Though karma was simply defined as deeds, in reality karma implies the accumulation of all our experiences and deeds since the birth of mankind, and since even before that time. Even things that human beings experienced hundreds of thousands of years ago remain in the depths of our minds, as do the much stronger influences of the deeds and mental attitudes of our ancestors. The karma of previous existence that Buddhism teaches is still more profound, as it includes the karma that our own life has produced through the repetition of birth and death from the infinite past to the present. The power of karma is the strength of karma, which produces good or evil fruit. Karmic power is the strength of karma. It is similar to a debt collector. There are many different strong and weak debt collectors. When we die, our consciousness will be taken by the strongest and greatest debt collector. Old karma is what has made up this body of the five aggregates, with its relation to the surroundings, such as family, social class, country, being born as a male or female with good-looking or bad-looking body, with nice complexion or not, with graceful or ungraceful face, with a high or low intelligent quotient, receiving good education or not, etc. These things are out of a person's mind. The gravest result the old karma has left for a human being in this life is his accumulating habits of thirsting for things and thinking of things as having a permanent self, which created the current human culture full of troubles. If a person brings up his self and desire, he will strengthen his old karma and go further in suffering. If he stops them, he will come to cease his old and new karma for freedom and happiness. In fact, he appears completely free in the very present moment to make any choice he wants between what he should do and what he should not. It is the present moment, which is when he copes with his desire, arising from his mind caused by the attraction of things. Practitioners should know the way to fight against it, as the Buddha's teaching in Dhammapada. Of all dharmas, mind is the forerunner. Mind is chief. We are what we think. We have become what we thought. What we are today came from our thoughts of yesterday. If we speak or act with a deluded mind, or evil thoughts, suffering or pain follows us, as the wheel follows the hoof of the draft ox. According to the Earth's Store Bodhisattva Sutra, the Buddha told the contemplator of the world's sounds Bodhisattva on previous karmic obstructions as follows: there may be good men and women in the future who have high regard for the great vehicle sutras and make the inconceivable resolve to read them and to recite them from memory. although they encounter an understanding master, who instructs them so that they may become familiar with the texts. Whatever they learn they forget in a short while, so that after months or years, they are no longer able to read or recite them from memory. It is because this good man's or good woman's karmic obstructions from past lives have not yet been eradicated, that he does not have the proper disposition for reading and reciting sutras of the great vehicle. Upon hearing Earth-store Bodhisattva's name, or seeing his image, such people should wholly use their original minds, and respectfully state their situation to the Bodhisattva. In addition, they should take incense, flowers, clothing, food and drink as well as all manner of playthings, and make offerings to the Bodhisattva. They should place a bowl of pure water before the Bodhisattva for 1 day and 1 night. Afterwards, placing their palms together, let them state their request, and then drink the water while facing south. As the water is about to enter their mouths, they should be particularly sincere and solemn. After drinking the water, they should abstain from the 5 plants of the family: wine, meat, sexual activity, and false speech, as well as killing and harming, for 1 to 3 weeks. In dreams, these good men and good women will all see Earth-store Bodhisattva, manifesting a limitless body and anointing the crowns of their heads with water. When they awaken, they will be endowed with keen intelligence. Should this sutra then pass through their ear faculties 1 time, they will eternally remember it, and never forget or lose a single sentence or verse. If there are people in the future whose food and clothing are insufficient, who find their efforts thwarted, or who endure much sickness and ill fortune, whose families are not peaceful, whose relatives are scattered, or who are bothered by unfortunate occurrences, or who are often startled in their sleep by dreams, such people, upon hearing Earth-store's name and seeing his image, should recite his name a full 10,000 times, with extreme sincerity and respect. Those displeasing matters will gradually be eradicated, and they will attain peace and happiness. Their food and clothing will be abundant, and even if their dreams, they will be peaceful and happy. If good men or good women in the future must enter mountain forests, cross over rivers, seas or other large bodies of water, or if they must take dangerous routes either for the sake of earning their own livelihood, or for public or personal affairs, or matters of life and death, or other urgent business, such people should first recite the name of Earth-store Bodhisattva 10,000 times. The ghosts and spirits of the lands they pass through will then guard and protect them in their walking, standing, sitting and lying down. The peace and happiness of those persons will constantly be preserved, so that even if they encounter tigers, wolves, lions or any other harmful or poisonous creatures, the creatures will be unable to harm them.